Tell your team, Mike, when the news hit?
I told them that I understood how their minds and hearts may be hurt, how they are probably disappointed. I think they should feel that way. They played well enough to be represented on that stage today, and to feel like that could have given them a little bit more validation in the work that they put in this season. However, it wasn't the case, and we still have more basketball to play. Certainly for our seniors, another opportunity for them to still continue their careers before they take those jerseys off for the last time, and for the young guys that will continue in our program, an opportunity to continue to lay the foundation for what will be the future of a program that's headed in the right direction, we believe.
Did you have a gut feeling today before the reveal?
No, I mean, you kind of go back and forth. Obviously, I was way off. We weren't even kind of as close to the bubble as most people thought. So part of me thinks maybe if we beat Kansas the third time, we would have gotten on the bubble. And I don't know if that's ever been the standard set by anybody. But it is what it is. We understand that there probably were some things that we could have controlled better over the course of the season. I'm not going to the schedule part because I don't necessarily believe that, but maybe some of the games in the Big 12 that we didn't perform as well, didn't give us the best opportunity. So I didn't know, and obviously, you watch the results after you lose, and Nevada losing doesn't help, and Rhode Island losing doesn't help. But we really weren't close enough for those things that have affected us.
Does it surprise you that you weren't that close?
Yeah, it really does, and not for any other team that got in, because everybody worked hard to put themselves in this position. But I thought there were some teams that we may have been closer to that it didn't seem like we were viewed very closely with.
The 1-point losses to Arkansas when you only had 8 players down at Texas, are those games that are going to kind of sit with you now?
Oh man, they've sat with me for a long time. Unfortunately, at this point, we're not in a position to get the benefit of the doubt on those games. I think some other programs at this point, people would have said, wow, they almost won a game on the road in Fayetteville with 7 scholarship players and Trey Reeves scoring a basket. Pretty remarkable. I would say that's a team that's capable of playing with anybody when they're fully healthy. So, yeah, the Texas game, obviously the games where we had leads in the second half at Tech, those are things that will continue to play through my mind and continue to, give me a sense of, I've got to get better so that my team is not worried about whether or not we're in, but more so where we'll be playing next week.
Do you feel like you and your team have a statement to make in the NIT?
Every time we have a chance to play, we've got a statement to make because we have an opportunity to represent this program and to represent this university and all the people who believe in us. So we'll try to do that. We'll find out what's next for us in the next couple hours, and then we'll get to work and prepare and try to go out and win. And one of the hardest things with the NIT, and I've dealt with this both as a player and a coach, is that first game when you're in a position like ours, getting over that emotion of disappointment and refocusing on playing good basketball. And so that'll be a great challenge for the staff and I over the next couple of days. But I believe in these kids and their ability to refocus, and I think they'll come out and play the right way.
You mentioned you sort of don't agree with the scheduling part of it. Obviously, who knows how the criteria changes for next year, but is there anything you're going to look at just in order to try to figure out what they're looking at?
Yeah, I mean, the hardest part with the scheduling is you don't find out your flaws in your schedule until after the fact. So it's hard. I mean, I actually told my team in the locker room after we beat Pittsburgh that they would win a couple games in the ACC because no one goes winless in their leagues. And I didn't think they could win it, but I thought they could get to 4-14, which is still pretty bad. And then it doesn't look as bad as 0-18. So, some of it's, I don't know Charlotte's going to fire their coach a week after we play. Some of it you don't know. They're usually top 150 at least. And so we'll try to be conscious of it, but we'll also try to schedule a way that gives our team the best chance to have a good season.
Jeff kind of said whenever he saw OU popped up, he kind of got a bad feeling because you guys have been compared so much. Is that kind of how you felt too whenever you saw OU?
Yeah, I don't know. There's been a lot of talk about one versus the other. The committee certainly didn't see it that way. We weren't even close to them in their minds. So I don't know. I really didn't know what to think. I know there was a group of teams. I thought we were in it. We weren't really as close as I thought we were to those teams that we're in that discussion with, but they weren't one of them.
Maybe an unfair question.